What do you think? Let me ask you first, Steve Covino. What do you think is the go-to way to watch football on Sunday? Because I feel like every time we talk, you just got the red zone on.
Well, I think I'm a rare case. People often ask me, hey, man, you work for Fox Sports Radio. What's your team? I don't have an NFL team, Rich.
That's like the most bizarre of all the things about you.
I'm a fan of matchups. I'm a big fight fan, so I watch football the same way I watch matchups. As a little kid, I made a weird choice, just like everybody else did. You chose a team you liked because they were good, or you liked the colors, or someone in your family said, yeah, that's the team to watch. So I chose the Dallas Cowboys when I was little. I didn't have a chance to watch them all the time. So if I wanted to watch a game as a kid, it was the Giants or the Jets, and I never really liked the Giants or the Jets. Couldn't really watch the Cowboys when I wanted to watch them unless it was a big game or game of the week or a playoff game. So I never had a team that I was really into in that way. Again, it was always about the matchups and how they sized up for me. I watch all the games, and I want to know what's going on in all the games, not just one game really at a time. So red zone works for me. I don't know if that works for everybody.
It might be your oddest characteristic, but I get what you're saying. If you're not invested in one team.
And I always look at it this way. I'm such a Yankees kid and such a Yankees fan. Like, even if I did like I love your 49ers. I do. I watch all your 49ers games.
Yeah.
I watch as many as I can. I can't compare my fandom to the 49ers or any team for that matter.
You know,
the way I feel about the Yankees.
I wonder if everyone could prioritize their fandom. Like, Danny G, if I were to ask you, Lakers, Dodgers, Raiders, do you have a distinct order, or would you have to think about it? Like, what would mean the most to you as far as championships?
The Raiders winning the Super Bowl would mean the most to me right now. Because
you said right now. So
because as an adult, I've seen the Lakers do it. I've been to multiple parades. Dodgers did it in 2020. But the Raiders, I was a little kid when Marcus Allen reversed that run and ran.
So do you think it's because of the longevity, or do you genuinely have the most love for the Raiders? Because I think you and I, but then again, you're always rocking your Lakers stuff.
Yeah. And by the way, I know that's an odd answer. I know other people that feel the same way as me, but I know I'm the odd guy here when it comes to not having a specific team.
Yeah,
that's my reasoning, and that's my answer.
I mean, listen, dude, I can't tell you what's weird for you. I look at it this way: red zone is great if you want to just be up on player stats and this guy scored a touchdown. This guy they're in the red zone. The name of the thing. I feel like you got to have the 4-game split on the TV. And it goes with another rule we have. If you're watching TV, nowadays televisions are so cheap, you have to at least have a 65-inch TV.
Yeah, it's an old
75-inch. I mean,
but if you invite your buddy over, yo, man, come over to my place. We'll watch some Sunday football, we'll hang out, we'll have some wings. That dude has to have a 55-inch minimum TV.
I used to.
You're upping it? Oh, it's a new rule.
I'm upping it because
new rule, everybody.
Dude, if you go to Walmart, Target, anywhere, 65-inch TVs are like $500.
I'm with you. So I passed that test. You have, because otherwise, why am I going to your place when I have a perfectly fine 75-inch TV?
Hey, Joel, we're going to go to John's. We're going to go to John's house. He has a 32-inch TV.
I'm in my PJs, Joel. I'm in my PJs. I got a 75-inch. Why do I got to go to your friend's house, deal with his wife and his rules, and he has a little TV? No thanks.
So why Rich didn't come over? Well, dude, your TV's not big enough.
I'm Joel.
It's
let me
a fair
tell you,
rule, bro.
Joel, we all, like I said before, everyone, look in your hand. You got an iPhone or an Android that's worth $1,000 or more. You tell me you can't get a $500 TV.
Next, Rich, he didn't go split screen enough.
Yeah,
Rich loves spending other people's money.
Why don't you invite me over to watch on your iPad then? I mean, look at it this way:
like little schoolboys.
If you have a 75-inch, 80-inch, 65-inch TV. Split 4 ways, you get a good view of 4 games at once. And Danny G, you and I have the ultimate strategy. We figured this out off the air, and I was like, if Danny G and I both think this is the case, it's got to be true.
Okay.
What happens if a guy doesn't want to go split screen enough for you, Rich?
You know what? That's interesting because there are people that are like, dude, put on one game. This is distracting. 4 games going on at once.
Pull out your cell phone. It's got an iPad.
It's interesting.
Rich is like a schoolboy iPad kid.
There are times where, and I know people have this obstacle, the local game isn't on the Sunday Ticket app. So let's say I want to watch the Rams out here in L.A. because I have a bet on the game or, I'm just interested. I do have to watch that on an iPad and Sunday Ticket on the TV because you can't go back and forth between local TV and Sunday Ticket because you're going between an app.
Yeah, of course.
So
yeah.
So I think an iPad does need to be involved. Four-screen split. And Danny J, I like what you and I agree on in this. That's this.
Yeah, we both do this at halftime.
When the game you're focused on most is at halftime, all the other games on the docket at that time, like the 1 o'clock games on the East Coast, those early 10 a.m. games out here, let's say there's 9 games. Under each game on Sunday Ticket, there's the bar for highlights. And they'll give you like the top 10 key plays of the first half. And by watching those, you really get a feel for at least
a good understanding
of who's playing big that day. Oh, C.J. Stroud, what a pass, a 30-yard gain. They'll give you the top 10 to 20 plays of that game.
Yeah, and specifically for us being on the radio every day, we have to have a general understanding of what's going on in most of the games, not just your local team.
I break out a notepad and I make like bullet points for each game. For the purposes of our show.
Sports, every real football fans nowadays want to know everything that's going on for the most part. So that's a great advice. But it's getting more convoluted, more complicated, Rich, and way expensive. And that's part of the decision. Like, it's easy for you to be here like, 85-inch screen or bust, NFL ticket or week. That's a lot of money for a lot of people, dude. Not everyone's doing that great.
Or ask yourself this. Do I have the wrong idea completely? Because when I lived in New York, this was also before I had kids, and I was home less because I was single or just dating. Every Sunday, I thought was an opportunity to go to a sports bar. All the games are on all the different TVs. It's a social scene. Get some chips and guac and nachos and food. Have a drink and watch at a bar with your buddies. And the right bar will have the right setup, like the best games on the biggest TVs, all the visibility. I'm also torn there because I would recommend if you're a single guy, Sunday is also an opportunity to go out and socialize, meet some girls, watch some football.
Great advice for a single guy, for sure. For sure. Why not? Why not do that and get out and meet some people?
But unless you really want to focus on the games, because there's a lot of distractions.
Yeah, that's not my style.
Yeah, me either. I want to hear the audio off all the TVs.
Same.
When I was a single dude,
I don't want to sit next to some guy with his face painted and a beer helmet, and he's trying to tell me about a story about the last game he went to.
I do think that if you're a single guy and that social scene is part of it, because it is. I think Sunday football. And listen, I've had a lot of female friends tell me they like to meet dudes out on a Sunday. Like single women are like, what's an easy place to meet dudes?
Ooh, really?
Sunday football.
Ooh.
I mean, because guys are out. Girl throws on in New York in the 2000s and 2010s. You know what I mean? Like cute girls, like it's my Eli Manning jersey, and I'm like, she's here to like meet dudes.
I like Jeremy Shockey. But here's how expensive it is. I know
what
I'm
saying.
Like
hold on, but you're telling me, and you're about to read a list of here's all the expenses to watch football. I'm telling you, if you go to the bar on a Sunday, a couple drinks, nachos, buffalo wings.
That's not everybody's scene. You're a very social guy.
But
I'm not.
But what
so
I'm saying
I never
is,
liked that scene.
If you go out or stay home, Sunday footballs cost money. You're either going to spend $100 easily drinking and eating with your friends at a bar, or pay for Sunday ticket and chill at home. I just can't understand the lifestyle of someone that doesn't watch football on Sunday. So to me, I don't think the local game is enough. When someone's like, "Oh, what's the local game this week?" I always want to tell my dad. I'm like, "Dad, you're retired. You have money. Get Sunday tickets. Stop it. Don't tell me, oh, the Jets are on at 1 and then I got to watch the Giants at 4. I'm like, or you can watch any game you want.
If that's your team, I understand, but you got to have a general understanding of what else is going on in the NFL. If you're a real fan nowadays, especially if you're a fantasy guy, if you got action on the game.
Dude, sports wagering.
If you want to know, if you want to just be able to carry a conversation at the barber shop or at the office on Monday, you have to have a more of an understanding than just your local team. That's just how it is nowadays. So the best way to watch the NFL is our question, and we're going to get to your phone calls now, but wait till you hear how much it costs if you wanted to watch every game.
All right, let's go to Jerry in Miami. What's up, Jer?
Hey, what's up, fellas? Hey, I'm a retired military colonel, and I'm an airline guy. So I've had DirecTV since like 95, since like the early days, every year. So I'm 58, Sunday ticket every year. Well, last year I didn't get it, and I was like, I don't watch too many games. So I came in early on a Sunday, was real tired, got into my man cave, and I've done the double screens. I've done all the things you said. I recorded Sunday Ticket. So I fell asleep, woke up about 2 o'clock, threw the DVR back on. Oh, man, I'm recording Sunday Ticket. I'm fast-forwarding. I'm going back. I'm pausing. I'm running outside. I'm grabbing some beers. I'm coming back in. And then I was able to not only do that, but I could switch to my home team's game live if I wanted to. But it allowed me, I finished Sunday Ticket about an hour after the normal broadcast. And it was the most fulfilling thing because I felt like Sunday Ticket sitting down for those hours on hours without moving. And the guys are great. I was trapped the best way. DVR it, watch Sunday Ticket, DVR, and watch your home team live, and go back and forth is the best way to watch.
So he's DVRing all of it.
That's
wow.
a great story, and I love that phone call, and thanks for sharing, man. I appreciate it. Again, Covino and Rich in for Dan Patrick.
And thanks for your service.
And thank you for your service. The only catch there is putting your phone down and staying off social media so that you don't know everything that happened already. That's the only catch, right? Because then there's all these spoilers on your Twitter feed.
Yeah, that's the only rub of what he's saying. But that's
the only rub. But otherwise, he's saving time and getting everything.
Let's go to Gunner in Eugene. What's up, Gunner? And by the way, you know what I find interesting about Sunday football? I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I think if you're single, and I just harp on this because I think it's important. I think you need to date someone a full calendar year before you could get really serious with them. And I've said this forever because the same way a woman may change her habits throughout the year, like, oh, in the summer she does this, in the winter she does this, or I don't think people realize how football consumes some. Like, if you're the type of guy that every Saturday...
What if in the fall she wears leggings and Uggs? Are you okay with that?
I'm okay. I think, a hot girl can wear anything. I'm going to be okay with it. I think that a lot of times you may not realize, like, yeah, I watch college football every Saturday. Sunday I'm locked in on the NFL, and then there's Monday Night Football and Thursday Night Football. You need to see how that jives with certain different women in your life because...
So you have to date her through the football season to see if she's willing to make that 5-layer dip.
But I would say right now in 2024, Rich, the good news is so many women love the NFL.
Yeah, without a doubt. I'm saying... I think women need to test this too.
But not all women, Danny G's. There's a lot of women still out there that are like, all my man does is sit there in front of the TV all Sunday, and they give you a hard time about it.
But we actually know some women where they like football more than their dude.
Of course. It goes both ways. Rich is saying, so a full calendar year, you get to see both sides and both habits.
Yeah,
for every season.
You got to test it out. Gunner, Eugene, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Gunner from Eugene. I met you guys at The Graduate.
Nice, man. What's up, brother?
What up?
How are you?
I'm doing well, man. Great topics this morning. I just wanted to piggyback on Rich's comment this morning about Fox. When I was a kid growing up and all the great shows that came on in the early 90s, the one you forgot to mention, and you were talking about spooky stories, the X-Files on Fox, man.
Yeah.
Late night.
Yeah, add that to The Simpsons, Married with Children, and it was 30 years ago yesterday, Fox got football, which is crazy.
X-Files.
X-Files.
My
is
dad
crazy.
still watches that every night.
Thank you, Gunner. You're the man.
And Ancient Aliens, like Rich said. Thank you. It was nice to meet you, man. Thanks for calling.
So
can I break this down for you?
Yeah, let's hear it, because I think this is
And I know you think this is misleading. I get all that.
Okay.
But let me be very clear on this. This was a viral meme we talked about off the air, Rich, a few weeks ago. This is how much it would cost to potentially watch every game in the NFL.
Which I think a lot of us plan on doing.
Okay?
In some capacity.
If you wanted to watch every game in the NFL, this is how much it would potentially cost. Because, again, every game is on a different platform, and they're hard to find. Your parents are hitting you up like, how do I watch where the 49ers playing?
Oh, they're on Amazon. It's Thursday, Dad.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm not watching the 49ers this week. No, Dad. It's so if you potentially wanted to watch every game, this is how much it would cost you. YouTube TV, $72.99.
Okay.
NFL Sunday Ticket, it says $349 here. You said how much?
No, I think that's the discount. So, yeah, I probably got ripped off.
Okay.
I'm going to call them.
Prime Video for Thursday Night Football, etc., $8.99.
Okay.
Peacock, $5.99.
Okay.
I think that went up to $7.99.
Why Dan Patrick was
Of
more money.
course.
Yeah.
ESPN Plus $10.99, Netflix $6.99. The total cost, if you potentially wanted to watch every game in the NFL, is absurd when people are struggling.
But I also told
$850 to watch every game of the 2024 NFL season. Now, not everybody's subscribing to all these things, and I get Rich's loophole of, hey, you're subscribing to some of these services regardless of the NFL.
Yeah.
But you're still spending that money.
But all right, Amazon,
$850? Get out of my face with
Amazon,
that.
Hulu, or YouTube TV. You have that already.
So my solution.
You already have. You're probably gonna have Peacock for something else. So
I just got Peacock last month to watch DP.
Yeah, but I get that. And I get you have Netflix because you want to watch Unsolved Mysteries and Joe Rogan's comedy special. But you're still paying that much. It doesn't change the amount of money that's coming out of your pocket.
Yeah, but
so my point is this. I know I'm an exception because I don't have a team in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
But Red Zone works for me. $15 a month, $80 a year. Me and Scott hang out every Sunday morning. We chilling. And then I see all the highlights at the end. I love it. So I'm sticking with that solution. And whatever game I get locally, I'm watching, and that's it.
Lucky dog with no team in the race.
I
know. I
love
wish
the
it could
witching hour.
be like that for some of us.
Sean in Sacktown, wrap this up, man. What's the best way to watch your Sunday football?
Hey, yo, my freaking graduate hotel alumni, man. How y'all hanging in the morning, brothers?
Dude, it's fun, man. So listen, once you get up, it's all good.
Man, look, y'all got me pumped in the gym right now. Pre-workout is working magic. Y'all are doing the rest. And I just got to put it out there, man. Y'all are doing it all wrong with this TV talk.
All right.
My girl put me in the game a couple years ago. Get a projector. Get a little screen in the backyard. Cost you like $200. Get you an amazing sound bar. You're cooking in the backyard all fall long. All your buddies are enjoying like a 100-inch TV instead of a measly 70-inch, and you're the man. That's the best way to do it.
The projector.
Act on it now. Tell your girls that you're tired of watching 90 Day Fiancé or Married at the Altar, and she'll get it set up for her programming, and you'll be set for the fall.
Now, you're in, where are you, Sacramento?
Yes, sir.
See, I give you a lot of credit, though.
Long.
Do you have, like, misters in the – well, you know what? It's not hot around football season, so you're lucky. I was thinking – I can't be on my patio right now.
It'll cool down quick.
What'd you say?
It'll cool down quick.
Yeah, it'll cool down.
Finally cools
season.
down for us around Halloween.
But, yeah, I have this fantasy of, like, I'm going to watch all my baseball games out on the patio. Yeah, right. It's 150 degrees out there. So, yeah, that sounds fun, man. And those projectors are cheap, dude. They're not expensive. And you don't need, like, a screen. You can just put it on the side of your wall. You have an empty wall there. Like, that is a great idea.
Is it like ones the teachers used to roll into the classroom?
Not an overhead projector, no, like an actual projector.
The one Al Davis used to use?
But you know what I refuse to do? I grabbed my huevos and manned up a little bit, Danny G. I made the ruling that my kids will no longer rule my living room.
You're not going to be iPad dad anymore?
There was a time when my kids were younger, like, when they were like 2 or 3 years old, like when they were little. There are times I got suckered into like, all right, fine, watch Bluey on the TV, and here I am, Dad, watching my teams and games on my phone and iPad.
You're the king of the castle. You got to bring that back.
I'm just saying,
my dad used to say that all the time.
I've decided that I'm going to try to be the king of the castle.
Got to be the king of the castle.
I'm like, yo, kids, you want to watch something? Go in your room on your iPad or something. All right, well, hey, Covino and Rich in for Dan Patrick. I'm just excited. I'm sure you're feeling the same exact way. So close to the NFL season. And we kick off with the Chiefs and Ravens before you know it, so can't wait.